my lovelies, hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another prison recipe. Today we'll be making Prodigies. Don't make this at home, prison surprise. This recipe is part of a series of prison recipes that I've tested. If you've missed those previous episodes, I should put the playlist there and there. Today's recipe is going to come from this book. So this is Commissary Kitchen, my infamous prison cookbook, written by Albert Prodigy Johnson. So today I'll be making this, and this is Peas Don't Try This at Home Prison Surprise. All right, let's go ahead and start making this. As you can imagine, if you're in prison, you're going to have different levels of privileges based on what you are in for. So in Prodigy's case, he had access to a microwave. So his instructions say to take a bowl, fill it with water, and microwave it until it's boiling. In other recipes that I've read and made, the ramen is actually just reconstituted in tap water and just allowed to sit, and it still swells up. It just takes a little bit longer. I'm going to follow Peas' directions and boil some water in the microwave. All right, be right back. All right, here's my hot water, and now I'm going to take my ramen and take out the seasoning packet, pour these in there. I'm going to cover that up. So while that's cooking, we're going to prepare our Jack Mack, or wild-caught Jack mackerel. So I've had mackerel before. It's a beautiful shimmery fish, and it's delicious, but I've never had the canned version before. And in prison, I guess it's known as Jack Mack. P says that I should open this up and clean it. Yep, there it is. We're just gonna rinse them off in some water. So as you can see, there's a lot of skin, and inside there's gonna be some bones as well. And then when you split it open, you can see that there's some bones in there that are very well cooked. And I bet you could probably just chew these up with no problem, but I'm gonna get rid of most of them. Rinse them off. Alrighty, now that we have our fish cleaned up, we're gonna go ahead and drain our noodles. So next we're going to crush up some Doritos. I happen to have Cool Ranch here. Prodigy also says I can substitute Cheez-Its, so I'm going to add a few of those as well. Crush. All right, so now we're going to add our chip powders. Give that a mix. I'm going to add a splash of our cooking water back in there. It looks a little dry. Now we're going to add our fish. So I'm going to add about half a can of the fish. It's a lot of fish. I've made several of these prison breaks at this point, and this one does not contain mayonnaise, which I'm glad about. Although I have nothing against mayonnaise. And here is our prison surprise, ready for us to taste. It doesn't smell too bad, actually. A little bit like tuna fish. Mostly I smell Cheez-Its, though, and Doritos. Yeah, not bad at all. I have, as instructed, some hot sauce, Tabasco, and a little bit of sriracha. And let's serve some of this up. Itadakimasu. That's okay. Not at all salty, because it does not contain the seasoning packet. It tastes mostly of the fish, which does taste kind of like tuna fish, but it's got a little bit of a different texture. And it's actually not as fishy as tuna fish, which I found kind of surprising, because as I was cleaning it, it smelled very fishy. But as you eat it, it's less fishy than tuna fish. And in general, the flavor is pretty bland. Even with the addition of the Cheez-Its and the Doritos, which do add some flavor, maybe a few more Doritos in that, or some hot sauce. Let's try it with that. So, and I'm gonna add some Tabasco too. Kind of like that combination of garlic and smoky and hot. All right, let's give that a taste. There we go. Actually, that makes it great. In a relative sense, we still have instant noodles with canned fish and crushed up chips. I don't know what it is, but something about the addition of hot sauce makes this feel creamier and cheesier, and I feel like I taste the chips better with the hot sauce. I don't know why. So that was Peas Don't Try This at Home Prison Surprise. Not a bad break, actually, and I like the fact that it's relatively low in sodium. You just have to make sure you have these. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Let me know if you want to see more prison recipes, or any other recipes for that matter. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and follow me on social media. Show this video a little bit of love, and I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye. Who needs a thigh master?